And we have a huge accident on the front straightaway. Several cars have come together and the track is blocked. There it is.
Big accident. We saw cars flipping right in front of us as they came by.
Red
It's
flag.
going to be a red flag.
Play from our host broadcasters, Channel 10. Oh, Dominguez, the last car to arrive on the scene, scattering cars everywhere.
Catches the wall, this time several laps back into the green flag. Driving A.J. Foyt's car.
Oh, Gary Bettenhausen just talked about his run, a fine run.
Look at the tire on the left. Look at it, Bobby Unser.
Now just violently.
Boy, Jeff.
Looked like a wheel was off the car before.
Than everyone else. They talked about a wing adjustment. They vetoed that wing adjustment and a crash on the track.
Huge crash on the front straightaway. Looks like Connor Daly and I believe Joseph Newgarden. Big hit coming into the tri-oval. See Joseph Newgarden moving, standing on his own with help from the Home Ultra safety crew. Kind of point up at the top of your screen. Connor Daly
got loose.
Oh.
Connor just got loose, corrected, and went up into the track into Joseph, and now Joseph's upside down, and the front spins around, and Connor's car pushing it right into the wall, into the safer barrier. It's a good thing that was safer barrier and not concrete. And these two guys are the best of buddies, too. They're best.
That Mario.
And an accident. The 11 car, that's Kevin Cogan, up on its side in the pit area. A serious accident in the pit area, but look at Cogan. The car cut in half. The car in half, but Kevin Cogan climbs out. Cogan taps the outside wall, the inside wall, and then the end of the pit wall. Now there is an attenuation behind the pace car. Here is that camera at the end of the pit wall. You see Cogan sliding. He comes down. Now watch.
Actually, you can see on the very underside what a ride that was. Remember we had last year with Buddy Rice getting airborne coming out of turn 2 when they touched wheels. And here's the situation. Briscoe going underneath. Barron trying to come down on the racetrack. They both are going for the same piece of real estate. And what ends up happening is those rubber tires touch, and then all of a sudden the car starts to go in the air. Remember, we're going 215 miles an hour.
This championship is going to go all the way to the final. Whoa, that's a huge crash.
There, Sato gets loose.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. That is a horrifying ride for Dario Franchitti.
Oh, man. That is an oval crash we've seen before, and we hate to see that kind of impact.
Sato,
oh boy! Look at the debris go through. Oh boy! And oh, fencing. Yeah, it does look like there might be some debris into the grandstands as well.
Second turn, Tom Sneva got into the outside wall. The car has come to stop just in front of us. There is some flame. The engine's torn completely off of the car. He was stunned, flipping around in the car. It got airborne, hit the wall, came to...
Sophomore Tom Sneva is working on the top 5 finish when he tries to maneuver around traffic.
we had a suite over in the second turn, and all the material off the cars almost got up into the suite, so the engine unhooked from the chassis. But I think that was a
120 miles an hour, and he hit some debris, and then he held on. He rode out one spectacular crash. Mario walked away with only a nick on his chin about the size of a penny.
One lap. Oh, there goes Ryan Hunter-Reay and Ryan Briscoe. And Briscoe flies. Briscoe flips and flies. On the grass, the two Ryans came together.
That looked horrible.
And that's a very abrupt end.
They just start bouncing off of each other here. Hunter-Reay was going for a gap. It closed, and he came down into Brian, and the grass just caught the car and just flipped it violently.
Been able to pass anybody, hasn't really been. Oh, and we have a big-time crash on the backstretch. Looks like that it is Davey Hamilton involved, along with Sarah Fisher. Yeah, Davey Hamilton, yellow and red is the crash. Well, they're taking. Oh, contact was made between Schrader and Sarah Fisher back there. She just kind of ran over some stuff, but Schrader and Hamilton, when they got together, let's see what happens as they. Oh, Schrader blew his engine.
Look at that.
Yeah. Everybody was a victim of circumstances right there. It wasn't anybody's fault. When that engine let go, Schrader couldn't do anything. Hamilton tried to go to the outside to miss him, but got caught up and into the fence. Boy, he took a ride, Larry. Yes, he did. And you can see that oil was just everywhere. Hamilton just barely clipped him, but boy, he backed into the fence very hard. Almost gets upside down. He hit that.
Put any lap in the 231. So forward trouble. Oh, what a crash. What a terrible crash. Up and over. Car flipped. Came back. Up and over.
Down low, but Bobby, there's a terrible crash on the home stretch. There are several cars involved. We can't see the numbers, but it's been a bad crash on the start. It was in the middle of the field somewhere.
And look at this. Incredible explosion, fuel spraying out over the spectators in the first few rows. That could mean real trouble. Another explosion, and like a pinwheel or a garden sprinkler, all the fuel is being sprayed out of the car. That could be a good thing for the driver if he has survived this crash.
Going to be tight through there.
Oh, they touch. Oh, my God. Oh, that's Robert Wickens. And his teammate is into him as well, James Hinchcliffe. That was ugly. Right here, there's Hunter-Reay braking sideways, and look at that. Wickens just climbs over the 28 and up into the fence.
It was a vicious impact. That is the fastest part of the racetrack. You know, you're wide open, two cars contact, and the angle at which they darted off into the wall and the fence was severe. So.
Line taking the checkered. Roberto Guerrero lost control.
Spins there, and he gets up into the.
Look at Sam Pedri.
Whoa, I've never seen that red car get up like that into the fence. He's upside down still right there. Now he hits Salazar. He's still upside down, and it flips him back over. Unbelievable. Unbelievable accident right there.
Another look at it. Here comes Guerrero. He loses it.
He just loses it. Whoa!
Up so high over the top of the camera.
And those two guys were, look at that. The force in that just took those unbelievable accidents.
Now that hit on the fence.
Oh, no, we've got contact. Hard contact. Two cars into the wall very hard, and that is Vitor Mira. Made it through the fire, but did not make it through this, as he is hard into the wall, along with one other car at the top.
Now watch these two cars come together. Just a vicious impact. But all that information in the black box has already been downloaded into the medical center here, so the doctors in there, Dr. Trammell, Dr. Scheid, will know exactly the impact level on this crash.
What you've got to explain here is that these cars are made out of some very exotic materials, and all of that energy gets absorbed.
Tire out. His left rear hit the tire I was carrying, knocked it out.
We've got to go back upstairs.
We've got a car
problem.
in the big problem. Several cars off, and one of them has flipped over. 3 cars involved.
Okay, through the kink on the back straightaway. 2 cars in front of him. Slips inside. He taps PJ, trying to pass him. Look at that. And he lands upside down on the track, rolling again, tumbling. Look at that. What a ride through that. Oh. That is unbelievable. And is that not a testament to the safety of these cars that this guy's looking to get out of there?
Another look from overhead.
Now that was Zanardi and J.J. Lado, and they touched and took off J.J. Lado's wing. And look at Michael come. Oh, unbelievable.
When I saw that 2 years ago in turn number 2. Ideally, I think you'd like to be low, in particular going into. Oh, we have a huge crash here on the track right now. It looks like Mikhail Aloshin. I'll have to look up who it is. I saw Aloshin earlier was running very close with Charlie Kimball and as well Sebastian Saavedra, but
right there, the car burst into flames. It was a terrible crash. The rescue squad worked nearly 10 minutes before they were able to free Ungaz from the remains of his car. And we'll take another look at it again right here. Losing control at a tremendous speed, crashing directly into the wall.
Straightaway, and for the first time in an Indycar.
One car with an engine going, it looked like, and no, against the wall.
That looks like Mark Blundell. Oh, he looks like he's okay, but he's moving in the car.
Mark Blundell, a stream of smoke. I don't know if it was because the engine. Steve Alvey was the man over him. Look at him pass right behind his teammate. Tucks his nose under his wing. Not a good angle to hit the wall. Car does what it's supposed to, though. That disintegration is good. That's energy leaving the car. So as the car hugs the wall, this is at regular speed. Watch that car. Boy, oh boy.
James Hinchcliffe was taken to hospital and underwent emergency surgery on his upper left thigh following a crash during an Indianapolis 500 practice run today. Hinchcliffe had just posted a lap speed of 221 miles per hour when an apparent failure to his front right suspension sent him slamming into the wall on corner 3. After the crash, the 4-time IndyCar winner was awake when taken by ambulance to local hospital. The accident comes just a day after.
Here sweeps across the outside and into the lead. Ari Lyondike ducks into second place. And we've got a car into the wall. Right off of the first turn. 2 cars tangled. One of them is Eddie Cheever. The other looked to be Stan Fox. And the front end of one car cut away. The rest of the field slow.
You can see as we look at this second replay how many tires and suspension pieces began to come off the cars right away and affect cars that really were not part of the original accident at all.
It's going to be close as we look at the battle with Catherine Legge, Oil Service.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, massive accident. Oh my God, that is the motor, a car, the tub landed upside down.
That is the kink.
I don't know who that is.
Both course yellow.
Might be
I don't know who that is right now, but that is the fastest part of the track down at the
incident. This is the kink. Now she's back. She's already around, and she hits the wall with phenomenal force. The car flies up in the air, catches the fence a bit. The motor breaks off as she comes back down, and the tub continues to go. As the gearbox and the rear tires up in the air there, as the tub barrel rolls down the outside of the track there.
With an apparent ride next year.
Oh! Looks like Oriol Servia.
Watch carefully. We don't see any movement yet. And Mauricio Guzman also involved off the edge of the course. Moving his head, appears to be okay. Oriol Servia is, in fact, moving in the cockpit.
Coming down into the second corner, you can see Oriol get up and over the back of Mauricio Guzman's car. Watch it again.
A very busy period with Danica Pack.
And here comes Marco. Oh, look out! Airborne! Frankini's upside down. Dixon is involved. The wheels touched. Weldon is involved.
Car is certainly destroyed, but you can see Mike moving inside the car. He's going on the inside of Ryan Hunter-Reay. This reminds me almost of Dan Weldon's crash here in turn 3 and 4 quite a few years ago, and the car is up into the fence, which is almost reminiscent of Kenny Brack's accident at Texas quite a few years ago, guys. Very, very lucky.
You know, he was incredibly lucky that he did not go head into that fence. That is a horrible impact.
Wow. All right, let's go on board from Elio Castroneves' point of view.
You can see Mike was trying for some reason to go on the inside.
Wow, he almost collected Anna Beatrice. Now from Ryan Hunter-Reay's car.
So you can see that he got hit on the inside and up over the top, and you can see Ryan Hunter-Reay moving his hands, and he looks up in front of him and he goes, my gosh, I can't believe that.
Oh, wow.
Then at 5th 500 win hit a snag when he suffered his second crash at Indy in as many years.
While I was sliding upside down the back straightaway, my feet and legs were killing me from the impact. I'm still struggling trying to get my breath back. And the pavement's running by, you know, still 70, 80, 90 mile an hour.
Broke loose, and he hit the protective barrier at the end of the pit wall.
Now, Bob, I have hit that, and as you can see, it really looks dramatic. But the one good thing, when you see the car impact that, that's a styrofoam barrier. Here we are with the camera right on the edge of that attenuator.
Whoa, shit. Oh, man. Did you get it all? Yeah, I hope he's okay. Yeah, he's okay. I don't fucking believe that.
John Cock in second place, and Rutherford loses it. Rutherford up against the wall. An awesome crash here in the first turn. Rutherford continues to slide. The car disintegrates under an impact with that boilerplate wall. Kevin.
One driver looking to improve his ride is Buddy Lazier. We've got a crash. Let's go upstairs.
A big crash. Terrible crash. Out of turn number 4, and here on the main straightaway, it involves many, many cars. I can see as many as 7 or 8 cars involved in this accident. What happened?
2 cars just got together. They were too wide. Looked like 2 cars got together. Couldn't tell whether it was.
That's Buell hitting the wall right there, very hard.
It looked like Mears got together with somebody there and started that. Everybody else kind of in the back trying to run through the debris and just running into each other.
That's Corey Witherill there in the middle of things, too. All right, let's talk.
This all happened. He's got to be thinking inside his cockpit right now. Inside his helmet.
Big crash!
major incident. Kenny Breck getting way high up into the fence.
Down the backstretch, at the end of the backstretch, there's the contact, and Breck's car up into the wall, virtually splitting in half. And here is the shot now from the end of the backstretch. It's a crash very reminiscent of Davey Hamilton's accident here a few years ago, in which he sustained very severe leg damage.
Breck picks up the lead. Oh, and Zanardi, with a terrible crash.